What's up, YouTube friends? Between the Groups here, back with another video. And as you guys can probably tell by now, by the title, we're just going to do a quick little monthly roundup of all of my vinyl record pickups for this last month of July. It's nothing really to it, pretty simple and straightforward, so I think we'll just kind of get to it. Alright, so first off, you guys already saw this in a previous video. It's the Kids See Ghost, the Walmart exclusive on blue transparent vinyl. If you haven't seen this video for this record, go check it out. I think it was my previous upload prior to this one. But I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I mean, like I said, it has its own video. So just go check that one out if you want to see that. But just kind of showing you guys, just my first record that I picked up this last month. Okay, aside from that Kids See Ghost, I also got The Plugs I Met Too by Benny the Butcher. This was actually released earlier in this year. It's just your standard black. If you pick this up, you'll probably know that this also came on like on a red and like a green vinyl. Kind of regret not picking one of those colored variants up, but either way, I'm just happy to have this. It's not Benny the Butcher's best work, but I still think it's a pretty solid project. And definitely one of my favorites of this year so far. And that's The Plugs I Met Too by Benny the Butcher. Definitely check it out. Get into some underground hip hop if you haven't. Alright, aside from that, I also picked up Neruvian Doom. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. But it's a collab project by MF Doom and then I'm blanking on the other guy's name. I'm not really too familiar with who the other guy is. But I definitely just check this out. I mean, I'm sure like most other people have. Mainly just because it's MF Doom. It's a collab project and it's pretty solid overall. Very enjoyable. Definitely something I feel like should be in anyone's collection, especially if you're a Doom fan. Something I also definitely like about this is like the art style for this album cover here. It actually dropped on Turntable Lab. They had a restock, so I decided why not, let's just pick it up now. But definitely a very solid project and one of my favorite pickups for sure this month. Okay, so this next record was actually a drop from the June record store day, but it's the Notorious B.I.G. Duets Final Chapters, the final chapter. I'm not sure why I didn't just pick this up on the first RSD drop day in June. I actually ordered this online through Amazon, and honestly, it's a pretty solid piece of work. I feel like I find it very enjoyable from beginning to end. I like the features for the most part on this. But yeah, like I said, it was a record store day release for the month of June that just passed the previous month. And I'm honestly glad I did. Like I said, I enjoy it. And the vinyls for this, the variant is pretty cool. I'll show you guys here real quick. Alright, so here's what the record for that looks like. It's like this, oh man, I'm not even sure the color for it. It's like a deep smoky red. I feel like it's getting picked up fairly well for the most part on camera. Obviously it doesn't do it justice. It's much better in person, but it's definitely a very nice pressing for this Biggie RSD release. Definitely glad I picked it up now, rather than not having it at all, that's for sure. Oh, quick side note, and this is actually limited to only 10,000 units, so glad I picked it up. Okay, getting to my second to last record that I picked up. It's actually a soundtrack, and it would be the soundtrack for the Umbrella Academy for season 1. If you have Netflix, definitely recommend checking out this show, The Umbrella Academy. There's 2 seasons to it so far, with a 3rd one on the way. You know, it's just a very good show. I highly recommend it. Definitely don't want to give too much away about this, aside from just definitely worth checking out. It actually comes on this cool white pressing, on this Vanya white pressing as they're calling it. You'll probably get that reference if you've seen the show. If you haven't, check it out. Highly recommend it. I can't say that enough. That is the Umbrella Academy soundtrack for season 1. I'll probably have to pick up the season 2 soundtrack too. It's actually out. It was actually a RSD release, but for some reason I'm just in no rush to get it. I feel like it's definitely gonna be there, you know, weeks or even months from now. Okay, and for my final pickup for this month of July that just passed actually, would be Recovery by Eminem. And it's actually two things about this. First, this is Eminem's last good album, which is kind of crazy to say because of how far back it was released. I feel like 2012, if I remember correctly. And like I said, yeah, it's his last good album he has released since then. Whatever he's released after that, whether it be Kamikaze, Music to Be Murdered By, I think it might be missing one other album, but those have been kind of hit. I mean, kind of have been of a miss of albums after this, but you know. And number 2, this is actually the first Eminem record I've added to my collection, which is kind of crazy to say, especially because I definitely do give credit to Eminem for being one of the first hip-hop artists that I was like exposed to at a young age, and because of him I feel like he definitely like piqued my interest into rap and hip-hop. But yeah, it's my first record of Eminem in my collection, and it definitely is not going to be the last. It's just definitely crazy. I feel like that I've waited this long to add a record of his in my collection. But that's Recovery by Eminem. Alright, and that for the most part ends this video. It's just a quick little roundup of my pickups for the month of July. Definitely expect my next video to be on what I picked up for the July RSD releases. I would have done that video by now, but I actually did RSD online rather than in person. I'll kind of explain as to why I did that in the upcoming video, but stay tuned for that. I hope to have it out by next week. It just depends if my online RSD orders come in by then. But for now, let me know what you liked about the video, what you thought about my pickups. Leave a like, leave a comment. It's always fun interacting with you guys, and subscribe. And just for now, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.